Good morning, fellow YouTubers. I got myself here a lovely yellowtail, which I'm going to try to fillet it. I was looking for a lot of options on how to go about on cooking this fish. It's my first time doing this. I was actually going for a normal foiled routine, but I don't seem to see any options out there on the YouTube or in the internet on the foil part. So most of the option I got is to fillet the fish. That's what I'm going to do now. It's actually my first time trying to fillet a fish, so let's hope all goes well. Since I don't have a cameraman, I will be posting on intervals to give myself time to give love to the fish. So yeah, let's start with the fillet. Head, I think I will be taking off the whole head. I'm not a head person, and then we'll see if we can get this filleted and see how we're going to go about the cooking. I was thinking on a simple butter garlic frying in a pan, but we'll see how things turn out. I'm not sure whether I'm also going to cook it today, but yeah, we'll see. But I'll start with the filleting part now and then see if I can cook it today or maybe some other time, or maybe we just put it in the fridge and then we see. So yeah, let's go. The filleting of a yellowtail. Okay guys, as you can see, I've gutted the fish, not completely gutted. I still have to clean it. I think I still need to get this bloodline cleaned, and then yeah, so this is the head with the guts still attached to the head. I'm going to throw this away. I can see there's still a lot of meat, but I'm not a head person, no. Just don't get it why people get to enjoy that, but that's fine. So let's get the head away, then we'll start with the filleting part. I'm actually using this, I don't know what type of knife it is. It's quite sharp, but I will see if it can actually help me to fillet all the way through without any disturbance. That if I have to get the skin off from the meat. Yeah, so let's get the head away and then start with the filleting, and then I'll come back to you guys and see and then let you know how it looks. Yeah, let's go. So before I start filleting, maybe I have to explain this to you guys on how I go about it. I just don't want to show you the end product. So what I actually did is give it a cut on the spine. So what I'm trying to do is get the spinal cord out and then have this on its own. So what I'm going to do actually is going between the bone and the flesh, and then I'll have to get this on its own as a fillet. My daughter just woke up. She wants to help Daddy fillet this fish. So yeah, so let's go. I'll have to get this off, and then I'll come back to you guys as I remove the spinal cord away from the meat itself, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I actually got the first part of the fillet out. You can see there are still few bones attached in this area. So what I'm going to do is we are going to get my knife and I'll actually trim next to the bones and then leave this attack and maybe give it to my canine friend or my cat. I think I have a cat somewhere here. So it's a very good source of protein to those furry friends of mine. So we're going to give nothing is going to waste anyway. So even the head, I will still have to find a way maybe to boil it or give it to my cat. So I'm actually done with the first part. I'm still having the second part where you can see the spinal cord is still attached, so I need to get this out of the way. Then I'll have my nice fillet, and then there is this, as you can see, there's this lining. I don't know what to call it, maybe it's a stomach lining, whatever, but I still need to get that off. Plus the bloodstream lines, not very good. Some people maybe love them, but surely couldn't take it out. That's what I got suggestion on YouTube. So yeah, so let's go on the second part and then get this out, and then we take it from there. As I'm going to show you how to remove the skin actually off from the from the meat. Actually, I'll start with the meat, with the removing of the skin first before I take out the that middle bone there. Yeah, so let's go. One more small tip that I can give, it's an advice. Now, as you are going to get this off from the spinal cord, you would want to do it in such a way that your knife touches the bone. You can hear that clicking sound, so as to not leave a lot of meat on the bone, but actually on the fillet itself. Think if your knife is on a more 40% angle, that will also work, but that's up to you how you hold your knife. But then just make sure that it usually gives that clicking sound on the spinal cord. That way, you know, you'll have more meat on the flesh or on the fillet itself than leaving it on the backbone. Okay, actually done with the second part. There it is. You can see very nice and juicy. So this is what is left. So we're going to put this aside. As I said, it's a very good source of protein to your canine friend as well as the cat. So you'd want to keep this for them. If you do not have, I recommend you throw it on a safe in the dustbin, so you don't leave them lying around, because these bones can be very dangerous and poisonous if it happens to, you know, go in somebody's feet or so. So we'll keep this apart with the head, and then we'll give it to my cat and see how she it's actually a she, eh? See how she enjoys this. But I know she's going to have a blast with this. Yeah, so let's go put this away and then try getting the actual meat actually away from the skin, and then we'll continue from there. So what I basically did here, just give it a small cut here, just a small cut here, so that it gives me space to align my knife. So what you want to do, so I was saying I'm having a very short knife, but let's see if it will do the job. What you want to do once you did this cut, you just want to place your knife there, and then while you hold and pull on the skin itself as you slide your knife, that way it's going to give you a nice even smooth cut, making sure that you don't leave a lot of skin on the meat as well as the meat on the skin. So if it was a longer knife, no, I could have, if it's a longer knife, you can pull through all the way through, but you can see my knife, probably when it gets by here, now it's getting a bit smaller. And also one more thing, the lining, I said actually we would not need this part, so I'm actually going to give it a cut here and lift this apart and see what I can do with this, as well as the other area around it. And I have a nice fillet going through, so let me try removing the skin and then see how it goes from there before I come back to the bones, the ones I actually told you about. I can either cut this now or leave it till the end of the process, but I think I'll cut it now so that it gives me enough time, enough space for my knife to go through all the way around. The skin is eatable though. The skin is eatable, but what I advise is no, you clean it a bit, because it has a lot of scales, trust me. But I think this one was already cleaned for me before I bought it, so but I'm not going to need the skin anyway, so I'll just have to do the fillet and then we continue with that. Okay, there we go. This is quite impressive. I'm actually impressed with myself. Actually, it's the first time filleting a fish, so I'm very proud to see I did a nice clean job here, apart from this small area there where the meat went here, but not too much more of that. So we are still going to put this away, give it to my cat. So as you can see, I removed the area, this other area that I said I'm going to remove, because as you can see, there's a few bones there, but I think on the other one, I don't think I'll remove it. I'm regretting removing it now, because there's a lot of fish here. So what I'm going to do on the other one, I think I'll just debone it here and then just clean this area and then just leave it like this, because my fillet looks a bit small. I don't like small food. I must eat. So yeah, so let's go on the next one, and then we come back on the removing of the skin, and then maybe we can refrigerate that and then see how we cook it about later. I still need to go to the shop, maybe get some few herbs, some few garlic, maybe, but yeah, maybe I'm going to have it with roasted potato. I'm thinking roasted potato or mixed veg. I'll see. I don't think I'll have to put starch with this. It doesn't complement the fish very nicely, so I still have to get some lemon also. No, fish goes well with lemon. Yeah, so let's continue. Okay, I did the second fillet. As you can see, this one actually looks better than that because of the additional piece that I actually removed from that one. Instead I decided to keep this on, so I was left to remove some skin that and then clean that lining off. I'm actually happy with myself since this is my first time filleting a fish, in that instance also a yellowtail, so pretty happy with how it turns out. So I'm going to run my knife just on the side of the bones, because we would like to remove these bones and that small reddish vein you can see there, that blood line there. And I'll do the same with that, remove that, and then voila, we are done. So I'll pause it now and then run my knife through here, and then I'll let you know how it turns out. Go. Okay, there we go with the end product. I actually removed the bone structure that I was referring to, that is in between here. All you need to do is just get between just on the side of the bones, and then just run your knife through all the way around, and then do the same with that. Then you will end up with this. Still going to my cat, and this is for the other part of the fish. So we are done. You see, we have a nice fish steak there, nice fish fillet. I'm still seeing some bones here, feeling a bone here, but that's not a problem. I can get that out with my twisters. Just need to see where they are. That is nice clean. So what I'm going to do is maybe cut them in those slices, and then we'll see how we'll fry them. I'm actually not going to cook them in this video. I will upload a different one when I start cooking. Many people do not like these bloody strips here. So you can also just run your knife through and then just remove it. I think I'll do that, maybe two of them, still leave this one and see how it tastes with that one and without one. Then I can make my conclusion. Next time I'm going to get a yellowtail, but for now I'm very impressed. As you can see, for a first timer, this is a pretty good job. I think I might need to get new knife, a longer one, because I could tell they were giving me problem every time I come to the upper part of the fish when I'm trying to remove the skin from the actual meat itself. But for that, it's a pretty job, I must say. I think this will be all. I'll just need to slice this in half and package them and then put them in the fridge for later. I'll have to go to the shop today. I'll see if I have time to fry them. If I fry them today, if I cook them today, I'll make a second video and still upload. For now, this was just a simple step for first timers who would want to actually fillet a yellowtail. I heard this is a very good fish. I've never eaten it before in my life. This will be my first time doing this. So for now, from me and Rico, this will be all. This will be the end of my video. Just hit the like button and subscribe for more videos in the future. I'm thinking of getting a few of them online. So for now, this is the only one I have for the filleting of a yellowtail. I will come with a new one on how to actually fry this. But I'll maybe do one fillet offline, just to get the hang of it. If it goes well, then I'll do the rest and give you a short video on how to actually cook this and what type of spice and herbs I'll be using. So for now, it's bye bye tata. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you think this was worth your watching. For now, that will be all. Thanks a lot. Good.